Science 3, Quarter 1, Week 2. Doing Science. Revised K-12 curriculum with me, Teacher KMT. Good day, kids! Today, we will learn about doing science. Day 1. Objectives. Number 1. Engage in simple science activities that involve the use of non-standard measurement. And number 2. Describe the uses of various science equipment and materials such as ruler, hand lens, scissors, and cardboard in simple science activities. Activating prior knowledge. As learners bring the sample object described as big or small, soft or hard, smooth or rough. Sample objects include small eraser, big crayon, soft cloth, hard marble, smooth coin, rough stone. Number 1. What parts of your body did you use to see or feel things?
Great! We use our eyes to see and our hands to feel things.
Number 2. What other parts of your body do you use to describe objects or things around you? Great! We can also use our body parts, such as ears, nose, and mouth, to describe objects or things around us. Lesson purpose or intention. In this lesson, you will practice using senses and some common materials to learn more about your body and how unique it is. This activity will help you learn the concepts of measurement and length. It will also help develop skills in using common science equipment and materials, as well as in comparing observations and data with others. Lesson language practice. Do you know the meaning of unique? It means being the only one of its kind or unlike anything else. Some examples of being unique. Do you know the meaning of handspan? A handspan is measured from the tip of the thumb to the tip of the small finger with the hand open as wide as possible. Do you know the meaning of ruler? A ruler is used to measure length. It is also used to draw a straight line. Do you know the meaning of scissors? It is used to cut cloth, paper, cardboard, and other thin materials. You must use this safely. Do you know the meaning of hand lens? A hand lens is a piece of curved glass that makes objects look larger than they are. Reading the key idea or STEM. Activity 1. What parts of my body make me unique? Can you answer? Which part of your body do you think makes you unique? Look at your hands, your fingers, and your thumbs. Did you know that your fingers have patterns that are uniquely yours? Now, this part of the activity is to be guided by your actual teacher. Developing understanding of the key idea or STEM to be guided by your actual teacher. Let's proceed to the part A of the activity. Do you see any pattern in your fingerprint? This is an example of fingerprint. Which fingerprint pattern do you have? Is it a loop, whirl, or arc? You might also want to see the actual fingerprint patterns. Part B, my hand span. How many hand spans is your arm length? How many hand spans is the length of your leg? What other parts of your body can help you measure length? What objects can help you measure length? Good job! The pencils, pens, books, eraser, and crayons can also help me measure length. Deepening understanding of the key idea. How is the thumb mark or fingerprint useful in other aspects of our daily life? Great! It is useful in forensics, filling up forms, and unlocking smartphones. What objects that can you use to measure length or height? You must know that when using these objects, you must line them up from end to end. Which of the materials we use in the activity help you observe your fingerprint more closely? Good job! The hand lens helped me observe my fingerprint more closely. How did the hand lens help you in observing your thumb mark? Awesome! The hand lens made the fingerprint patterns look larger than they are, which help in identifying and classifying fingerprints into a loop, a whirl, or an arch. What other materials help you complete the task? Great! The pencil, tape, paper, scissors, and ruler. How did these materials help you with the task? Good job! The pencil, tape, and paper help copy and make the thumbprint visible. Scissors used to cut the tape. Ruler used to draw a straight line in the handprint. Why is a ruler a better option in measuring length than a hand span? Good job! A ruler helps make accurate measurements. Making generalizations and abstractions. What science equipment and materials can be used in doing science? Correct! The hand lens, ruler, scissors, cardboard, pencil, paper, and many more. Can you describe how you use the following science equipment and materials during the activity? Ruler, hand lens, scissors. Great! Ruler, it measures length and draws a straight line. Hand lens, it is used to observe very small things, making tiny objects look larger than they are. Scissors, it is used to cut thin objects like cloth and paper. Evaluating learning. Choose the letter of the correct answer carefully. Number 1. Which of the following can be used to observe closely tiny creatures like ants and plant parts like pollen or flower petals? A. Hand lens. B. Hand span. C. Kitchen tongs. D. Toothpicks. What is the correct answer? Great! The correct answer is letter A. Hand lens. Number 2. You want to find out how tall your chair is. Which of the following will help you best? A. Crayons. B. Hand span. C. Paper clips. D. Scissors. What is the correct answer? Good job! The correct answer is letter B. Hand span. Number 3. You want to find out how far the teacher's table is from the door. Which of the following will help you best? A. Book. B. Pencil. C. Ruler. D. String. What is the correct answer? Great! The correct answer is letter C. Ruler. Number 4. Which of the following can you do with a ruler? A. Cut a string. B. Trace a hand. C. Draw a straight line. D. Observe a thumb mark. What is the correct answer? Correct! Letter C. Draw a straight line. Number 5. Which of the following parts of your body is unique? A. Your arm length. B. Length of your leg. C. Your thumb print. D. Your hand span. What is the correct answer? Excellent! The correct answer is letter C. Your thumb print. Day 2. Objective. Describe the uses of various science equipment and materials such as balloons and modeling clay in simple science activities. Activating prior knowledge. To be guided by your actual teacher. Lesson purpose or intention. In this lesson, you will perform a simple science activity using common materials like balloons, modeling clay, and marbles. Lesson language practice. A balloon is made up of rubber and expands when inflated with air. To expand means to make the object bigger in size. To inflate means to fill it with air. A characteristic of an object is a quality that makes the object different from others and serves to identify it. Reading the key idea or STEM. Activity 2. How does air make things move? Have you ever played with a balloon before? Where? When? Or how? This part of the activity is to be guided by our actual teacher. If you are done with the activity, let us now answer part A, clay or ping pong ball. Number 1, which ball rolled farther from the starting line? Good job! The ping pong ball rolled much farther. Number 2, why do you think this happened? Good job! The ping pong ball is lighter, so it was pushed by the air from the balloon. The clay ball was too heavy. Part B, clay or marble. Number 1, which ball rolled farther from the starting line? Number 2, why do you think this happened? Good job! The clay ball is about as heavy as the marble. Number 3, how does air from a balloon make things like clay, ping pong ball, and marble move across the floor? Great! As air rushes out of the balloon, it pushes the balls forward. The big clay ball is too heavy for the air from a balloon to move it forward. Now this part is to be guided by our actual teacher. Deepening understanding of the key idea or STEM. Think about heavy objects that you push or pulled. Can you describe how you felt moving these things? Look around at the classroom. Which objects or things can you push or pull? Here are the sample answers: chair, bag, and book. What makes a table, like the teacher's table, difficult to move, like push or pull? Very good! It is heavy. Why do you think it is heavy? Great! It is big or large. It is made of wood. Observe the things around you carefully. Be curious about what things are made of, or think of questions about what you see, hear, smell, taste, or feel. You have to write questions in your science notebook. Making generalizations and abstractions. Can you describe how you use the different materials in the activity? For this part, answers may vary but must include descriptions of the balloon, modeling clay, ping pong ball, marble, ruler, and pencil. Evaluating learning. Part A. Read the questions and choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. In part A of the activity, one ball moved farther from the starting line than the other. What could have caused one ball to roll farther? A. It was lighter. B. It was heavier. C. Its surface was rough. D. Its surface was smooth. What is the correct answer? Correct! Letter B. It was heavier. Number 2. In part B of the activity, the two balls, clay and marble, rolled about the same distance from the starting line. What characteristics is the same for these two balls to make this happen? A. The marble is as rough as the clay. B. The marble is as heavy as the clay. C. The marble has the same shape as the clay. D. The marble has the same smooth surface as the clay. What is the correct answer? Great! The correct answer is letter B. The marble is as heavy as the clay. Number 3. What if you arrange the four balls, use parts A and B side by side, and blew air on them? Which do you think will move the farthest distance from the starting line? A. Marble. B. Big clay. C. Small clay. D. Ping pong ball. What is the correct answer? Good job! The correct answer is letter D. Ping pong ball. Number 4. Think about the ping pong ball and the marble. Which characteristic is the same for both balls? A. Color. B. Hardness. C. Shape. D. Size. What is the correct answer? Correct! Letter C. Shape. Number 5. Think about the two clay balls used in the activity. Which characteristic makes the two balls different? A. Color. B. Roughness. C. Shape. D. Size. What is the correct answer? Great! The correct answer is letter D. Size. Day 3. Objective. Engage in guided science activities by asking questions. Activating prior knowledge to be guided by your actual teacher. Lesson purpose or intention. In this lesson, you will perform simple science activities that will allow you to practice asking questions. Lesson language practice. Number 1, spin. It is to turn quickly. The past tense of spin is spun. Number 2, pluck. It is to hold and pull upward quickly, like the string of a guitar. Number 3, vibrate. It is to move back and forth rapidly. Reading the key idea or STEM, to be guided by our actual teacher. Developing understanding of the key idea or STEM, to be guided by our actual teacher. Deepening understanding of the key idea or STEM. Can you think about the questions that you still have about any of the things you observe? Can you share questions about anything you want to observe around you or in nature? Why is asking questions important? Good job! Asking questions is an important skill and is a significant step in doing science. Can you share a question, then decide whether the question would need an experiment to find the answer or answers? Asking testable questions is key to doing real science. These kinds of questions lead to hands-on investigations where we observe, experiment, and find evidence to understand how things work. It's how curiosity turns into discovery. Making generalizations and abstractions. It is said that science begins with question about a phenomenon. For example, why is the sky blue? Or why do fireworks have different colors? Why is it important to ask questions when doing science activities? Good job! It is important to ask questions when doing science activities to learn more about things around us, to help us understand how things work. Evaluating learning. Choose the letter of the correct answer carefully. Number 1. What made the hard-boiled egg spin longer compared to the fresh egg? A. Its eggshell is harder. B. Its contents are solid. C. It was cooked longer.
D. Its yolk is at the center.
What is the correct answer? Good job! The correct answer is letter B. Its contents are solid. Number 2. If you use salted egg instead of hard-boiled egg, how will it behave when spun? A. It will not spin at all. B. It will spin like a fresh egg. C. It will spin like a hard-boiled egg. D. It will spin more slowly than the fresh egg. What is the correct answer? Correct! Letter C. It will spin like a hard-boiled egg. Number 3. If you use a small balloon filled with water instead of a fresh egg, how would it behave when spun? A. It will spin like a fresh egg. B. It will spin like a salted egg. C. It will spin like a hard-boiled egg. D. It will spin faster than the hard-boiled egg. What is the correct answer? Very good! The correct answer is letter A. It will spin like a fresh egg. Number 4. Which characteristics of the ruler overhang produce a higher pitch? A. Longer. B. Shorter. C. Thicker. D. Wider. What is the correct answer? Excellent! The correct answer is letter B. Shorter. Number 5. If you use a long pencil instead of a ruler, how would it behave when plucked? A. It will not vibrate. B. It will produce a sound. C. It will make a very loud sound. D. It will make a very high-pitched sound. What is the correct answer? Correct! Letter B. It will produce a sound. Day 4. Objective. Engage in guided science activities by manipulating materials. Activating prior knowledge. To be guided by our actual teacher. Lesson purpose or intention. In this lesson, you will perform a simple science investigation that will allow you to design, create, manipulate, and test a floating clay. Lesson language practice. Can you use the word sink and float in a sentence? Recall your experiences when you started to learn how to swim, or when you went swimming with your family and friends. Or you can also tell stories about the things you saw floating or sinking in your own kitchens at home. Now here are sample answers. When I jumped in the pool, I started to sink, but Daddy helped me up. My toy duck can float all day long in the bathtub. Now let's learn that density is a way to describe how heavy or light something is for its size. Essentially, objects that float are those that are made up of materials packed very tightly into a small space. In this lesson, the main purpose is to have you manipulate the ball of clay to come up with one that will float in water. Reading the key idea or STEM to be guided by our actual teacher. Developing understanding of the key idea or STEM to be guided by your actual teacher. Deepening understanding of the key idea or STEM. How would your floating clay perform if you use marbles instead of paper clips? Great! Marbles are heavier than paper clips, so the clay would sink sooner. How can you improve the design of your floating clay to make it hold more paper clips? How would the floating clay behave if allowed to float in other liquids like cooking oil or sugar syrup? Making generalizations and abstractions. Why is it important to make careful observations when testing the different shapes of clay? Good job! To make sure that the next design or shape is an improved version of the last one. Why is it helpful to ask questions when designing and testing floating clays? Awesome! To find out about which shape is working and which does not, to get the ideas of others. Why is it necessary to manipulate the modeling clay in this activity? Correct! To explore various designs and shapes. Evaluating learning. Choose the letter of the correct answer carefully. Number 1. Which characteristic is most important when making a sample of clay float in water? A. Color, B. Hardness, C. Roughness, D. Shape. What is the correct answer? Correct! Letter D. Shape. Number 2. Which of the following has a similar shape to your floating clay? Letter A. Volleyball, B. Dinner plate, C. Coffee mug, D. Flower vase. What is the correct answer? Awesome! The correct answer is letter B. Dinner plate. Number 3. In this activity, which floating clay design is considered the best? A. Can stay afloat the longest, B. The widest clay that can hold many paper clips, C. The most colorful and can hold at least one paper clip, D. Can hold the most number of paper clips without sinking. What is the correct answer? Good job! The correct answer is letter D. Can hold the most number of paper clips without sinking. Number 4. Why is it important to try different shapes in creating your floating clay? A. To practice handling a modeling clay. B. To create the best shape that stays afloat. C. To make sure that it can hold one paper clip. D. To know which shape of clay will sink immediately. What is the correct answer? Correct! Letter B. to create the best shape that stays afloat. Number 5. Instead of modeling clay, what other material can you use to make different shapes and create a floating object that can hold paper clips without sinking? A. Bond paper. B. Glass jar cover. C. Rubber balloon. D. Plastic bottle cup. What is the correct answer? Great! The correct answer is letter A. Bond paper. Well done, kids! What have we learned today? Today, we learn about simple science activities. Kids, thank you for listening. I hope you have learned. Please do not forget to click the like, share, and subscribe.